right, I'm gonna try to make this short. I say that every time. Um, I think something big is happening, and part of me believes that this whole idea that there's going to be mass arrests is going to happen, and we're going to see it happen. Um, there's a lot of things that are just adding up to that. Of course, what grounds me a little bit in this is my tarot reading um, that I did recently. I think I shared it on here. I didn't do it on camera, but I shared, and just the cards that laid out. Um, I got the Judgment card, Devil card, and Death card. I've never had all three cards like that. Those strong major arcana cards. Um, and to me, that's not even the only reading. I've done quite a few readings now in the last 7 months at this point. Definitely over 6 months. I think it was back in July. I really started hammering with the tarot. But no, even before that, when the whole COVID thing started, um, and it's always been pointing in this really good direction. And I just feel like at some point something's gonna happen, right? And I'm realizing now how much. I mean, for years I've been looking into how everything that we see on TV, in the news, in commercials and TV shows and whatever we're fed through the media in whatever form. Everything is so like a ritual. It's based in some type of uh, what like either some kind of religious, spiritual, grounded thing. Uh, I don't know how to articulate it, but everything is just basically a ritual. Um, Buildings, statues, placements of monuments and streets and everything. It's very interesting, and I don't really know astrology too well, but my guess is that this is just what I think is somehow like the planets or and the stars are somehow these gods, or they're what tells the story on our planet. I think the controllers of Earth know this. They know that to keep everything in order, probably to prevent chaos. I don't know. But the controllers know that they have to play up with the storyline of whatever is in the whatever in the stars, the planets, and everything. So, I wonder as more people wake up to that these are just stories. They're not real. This is all made up. Um, you know, if more people wake up to it, is that going to be a good thing or is that going to be a bad thing? I don't know. For us, will it be that once more and more people realize how fake it all is and it is just a script, um, will we be the ones writing the script now of our lives, or are in a way what we are fed, in entertainment especially, but news and entertainment, which kind of almost are synonymous these days, pretty much, are the controllers helping us preventing, because like the gods will still want the sacrifice. I'm just throwing it out there, and I'm using that sacrifice in a broad term. You know, the stories of um, despair, uh, like famine or like famine or violence and assassination and um, these terrible things. Yeah, worldwide disasters and stuff, which aren't necessarily fake. Obviously, can't. That's not fake necessarily. I mean, some people will say about the that a technology that has the ability to change weather and attack people with weather or something, but I'm not going to go there. but like on an extreme form, it's the gods playing out. Like the sacrifices need to happen because there's these storylines. So in a way, does the entertainment, like watching a TV show that has a lot of ancient and biblical storylines that are just kind of like low key, but just enough that it triggers in us some type of ancestral uh, knowledge, akashic record knowledge of like these are the storylines, these are the days of our lives or something, that in a way, grandfather clock, um, does us watching that prevent that actually happening in full in real life because it has to be played out in this world? So would it be a bad thing once we all awaken and know, is hell just going to reign on earth because the gods will still want something to be played out? Or do we get to write the script instead now? I don't know. I don't know. Or do we just awaken and we wake up and we go, "Oh yeah, we were just actors in a play." Okay, I don't where's the exit, and Truman Show gets to the edge of the dome and just exits. So, and I don't know how that would go down. I guess we wouldn't, if it's something beyond human comprehension, I guess we'll just know when we know, because we'll awaken and realize, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not, I'm more than just this human actor. Um, which is what's scary because it's so profoundly, I can sense that it would be a very profoundly ego death, and almost literal death, to discover that. And I do sense intuitively that there is this, almost like the bad things in our lives keep us alive, and almost like, if like things get too good in your life, I feel like I'm going to die. I really do. And I mean, I know some of that, a lot of that is probably just, disbelief that, and self-esteem and self-worthiness that it's like, oh, I don't deserve good things to happen, so I shouldn't live. Like, I know there's some psychological, definitely, but maybe there's something even deeper spiritually. I don't know. So, and I wonder if I want to believe, though, that these arrests are going to happen and life's going to get so much better for us. And I wonder, is that really where the money's coming from these stimulus? Is like, as they're taking down these like multi-million billionaire, organizations and people, is the money that's going to come to us, you know, is it coming from those sources? Um, so I don't, I really hesitate to think that, though, we will be shown the truth, we'll be shown whatever the story that needs to play out. So if people do get locked up, maybe they really aren't locked up and they go to, you know, some place where they're the actors and they realize, okay, I acted my part, now I get to go wherever I go now. And they just exit the stage. And then to us, we've played out a story that needed to happen, that arrests had to happen at some point. Um, there's so much I want to talk about. It's one of those things, like earlier today, I had such a free flowing thought, a bunch of thoughts, but I got to wrap this up anyway because my phone's running out. Um, I will say, in terms of us awakening, the third movie of The Matrix Revolution, at the end of the day, Neo, who was the one, the war between the humans and the machines didn't end until basically you'd find out that Neo was really basically this antivirus, and so the Matrix was totally corrupted by the virus of the Smith guy, the Mr. Smith agent guy, who would just like take over other bodies. And then at the end of the movie, everyone in the Matrix, every human, everything, is taken over by Smith, and things don't improve until things don't reverse and everything. The war is over until Neo gets corrupted himself, but he's the antivirus, and then he like destroys the Mr. Smith virus. So I think that that's part of maybe what our awakening is, and then we have to go through these depths of despair and come out of it and be corrupted by that virus. We have to have the virus within us, and we are the ones to transmute the virus until things get better. So I want to believe that things are getting better, and we've put in the hard work the last few years, especially, but our entire lives have been leading up to this point and of our ancestors. And I want to be hopeful. So I got to end this now. Um, Thanks.